Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow, Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
All right, man. I heard Malik Scott say that, he says that, make sure nobody coming. It's a real tricky spot right here. He said that he don't want Wilder to face Andy Ruiz next. That Andy Ruiz, easy money. Joyce will beat Andy Ruiz. He said it's either Joshua or Uysk next. That's who he wants, or Joyce. I think he said Joyce would be a better matchup than Andy Ruiz. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notification, increase your chance of notification. We're gonna live that video. It's Olive Garden be on. Banging, bro. Last year we banging, but we went there about a month ago. My daughter was in town. We went there. It was alright. Minnie ate my food. I was mad as hell, dude. I stayed up, watched the Michigan game because they rained out and shit. She ate my damn pasta, bro. I was just like, okay, bro, you got it. But I guess it's a popular location and shit, man. But I like going to one in Dearborn a little better. That shit better. But black people say, well, this nigga Olive Garden nasty, this and that. I prefer Carrabba's, and we got a couple places. I like going more than that, but sometimes, you know, we shoot there because it's convenient. But black people tell you everything nasty. Crumble cookie nasty, nigga. This nasty. And then, you know, them niggas living on a rummy noodle diet. I don't be believing nothing that black people say, dude. Nothing, nigga. Then you see what they eating at home or they cooking at home. Them niggas can't even cook. Nothing. They be talking about, you know, white people not being able to cook and season their food and shit, man. Some of y'all in their food be like trife. Like real life trife. But nonetheless, Joyce, man, come on, man. I started the Joyce bandwagon. No cap. I ain't hear nobody in the UK getting behind Joe. The only person I heard was EJ. He the only one that had Joyce's mom on and was on the Joyce, you know, train. I started the bandwagon though. I told y'all I'm a big Joyce fan. Love the way, oh, he just slow and this, that, man. Y'all niggas would have been tearing the young Foreman a new fucking ass. Real talk. Joyce is a problem, and him being 37, I'm not concerned about that, because you know, heavyweights age a little bit different because they ain't got to cut the weight. But would he be a tougher fight than Andy Ruiz? Man, it just depends on if he take the punch. And then Malik Scott said he'd beat Andy Ruiz. So, in my opinion, what it boils down to is he can, you know, who can take the punch. It ain't out the realm of possibility. Joyce got a great chin, but Andy Ruiz got a good chin too. If Ruiz can take the punch, Ruiz would cause a lot of problems for Wilder once he get on the inside and start running them combinations. Joyce, to me, is more lined up for a right hand. Now, you know, Wilder struggled with dudes his height and all that too. I think Ruiz would cause Tyson Fury more problems than Wilder. You know, this is my opinion. And I think as far as Andy Ruiz versus Joyce, that's a pick 'em fight to me, bro. Because Andy Ruiz, Joseph Parker don't have no dog in him. Andy Ruiz is a dog. Say what you want to say. And Andy Ruiz ain't gonna bitch up like Joyce be bitching up. Just straight up and down. Yeah, in my opinion, that's a pick 'em fight. And I'm a big Joyce fan, and I'm a big Andy Ruiz fan. To me, I don't agree with Malik Scott. He know more than me. And obviously Malik Scott has got a hand. Now being the trainer, Deontay Wilder, he got a hand in matchmaking. And I respect him as a trainer, unlike a lot of other people don't respect him because he lost. You know, some of these trainers ain't even never boxed before. I don't understand. What can he teach you? Well, man, what the hell can Customato teach fucking Mike Tyson and them type of guys and Floyd Patterson and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's an ignorant comment that people was making about Malik Scott, man. So I always got love for Malik Scott. I mean, shit, Philly the truth, you know. He know what he doing, dude. Trust me. But I think that's a pick 'em fight. But I mean, I don't know who caused more problems. I go with Joyce for one reason, because he eye level with Wilder, and Wilder tend to struggle. I don't know, man. To be honest, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I feel that way on Monday. On what's today? I'm shooting this video on Thursday. I don't know when I wake up on Friday how I'm gonna feel. So to me, it's, you know, I don't know, honestly. But them fighting each other, pick them fight. And, you know, Andy Ruiz, if Joyce is a high, you know, stamina, you know, he's the definition of high stamina, you know, attrition fighter, chin. He like a Jake LaMotta, you know what I'm saying? Not as far as stature and style, but just LaMotta was a tough, rugged, high stamina, attrition fighter. I mean, he's the definition of that shit. Remember him on Fight Night, the Fight Night before Fight Night champion? That nigga was damn near unfadable on that motherfucker at middleweight. So, I mean, I would love to see Wilder in any of those fights. Obviously, AJ being number one. So, I would like to see Wilder in any of those fights, honestly. I wouldn't mind it. You know, obviously, AJ is the one you want to see, but I want to see AJ get back in the win column. Joyce, hottest fish grease right now. Andy Ruiz, he back like cook crack. So, I'm fine with him, you know, but Joyce is just, to me, if Joyce can take his right hand, dude, and keep coming and get tag Wilder on the chin, that's going to be a very interesting fight, because we don't know how Wilder gonna react when he get touched for real. He looked good versus Lanius, but then it tell me if his faculties were still there, his punch resistance is still there. But if Joyce can take that right hand, dude, I don't know too many heavyweights that's gonna beat Joyce, and put it on Deontay Wilder. Same thing for Andy Ruiz. If he could take Deontay right hand, you know, everybody talk about just the right hand, and you know, people overrated and all that shit. Man, that's a blessing from the man above, Most High. And it's not that it's not the fact that it's just the power. His velocity equals power. He just like he's a punch. Him and Terrence Crawford generate power the same way. I keep telling y'all that. They torso snappers. They torque punches like a torque wrench. You know, they torque punchers. And what Deontay Wilder was talking about where he best at his best weight at, he should have knew that from the beginning. They just let me know from the beginning he didn't know thyself as a boxer. That being a Lion Killer from the Go Scribe, the Lion Killer podcast, we were talking about that shit for a minute. Him and Crawford generate the power from pretty much the same. Like Crawford a little bit more bottom heavy. But I'm just talking about how they generate from this torso area is where they torque the power from. That's where they generating the power from. You know, so yeah, that's where they generating the power from and shit. So, you know, they dangerous. Say the least, they too dangerous. But like I said before, you know, if you say, well, you know, Wilder can take the punishment from either one of them guys, or can still take punishment, then it's just like, you know, who gonna land, who got the more ability at landing a shot. So I mean, I don't know, man. Between the two, somebody playing a little baby, man. I don't know the man. I like what he be talking about on some positive shit. That nigga music, his voice, man, his music is straight, just not for me. I'm gonna just say that. It's not for me. It's just not for me, dude. I don't know what people hear, but yeah, I'm a hip hop historian. I ain't the greatest hip hop historian, but I'm a student of the game. But yeah, I don't know, man. Anthony Joshua, where you fit into that? I think Joshua probably got a better chance than both, because Joshua can punch. And he's an explosive athlete. Baby girl, nobody about to race with you. He's an explosive athlete. And, you know, Joshua, I think Joshua's a better puncher than both. And obviously people say, well, he got the worst chin of both. But he can catch Wilder, though. So, you know, all good fights. I wouldn't be mad at any three of the fights. All tremendous fights. So I'm down for all of them, to be honest. If it's Ruiz, Joyce, Joshua, Joyce, Ruiz, Joshua, I like to see Joshua get in the win column first. I'm all for him. I'm all for all of that. So, like I said before, all good fights for Wilder. Losing your title, losing your O, losing again, drawing, whatever. This continues to show that you still can be a hot commodity without a title and without a belt and with losses. Like I said, Muhammad Ali lost, Sugar Ray Robinson lost, Jake LaMotta lost, Joe Louis, you know what I'm saying? So, Lennox Lewis lost. People be killing me, dude. Too much emphasis on the loss. Keep winning, when everything going well. I don't know why people in Detroit drive with their high beams on, bro. Just get your lenses clean, your headlights clean, and just do it that way. But everybody lost. It's to kind of tell you a lot about somebody who can bounce back from a loss. It'll tell you a lot about them. When everything going good, Steph hitting 55,000 threes and shit, you know what I'm saying? But it told me a lot about when Steph and them was down 2-1 to Boston Celtics and how locked in he was, to be able to, right the ship and still win. They tell you a lot. And like, you know what? He got a heart of a champion, one of the greatest to ever do it. Tom Brady, you down, field goal to no field goal, touchdown to no touchdown. Tell you a lot. Whenever you're able to face adversity and do it. So Wilder faced adversity, came back, a little bit emotional. That's fine. Supposed to be emotional. So, but other than that, man, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video financially. Cash App, $CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole shebang. My link tree is the first link in the description. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna miss the parlay deadline. Parlay some early games on the NBA, but it is what it is. Check out the Heavyweight Boxing Talk playlist, Boxing News playlist.